Hello guys, and welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel, Naija News and Entertainment. This is the day 8 on the Big Brother Naija reunion show. Yesterday's episode was a bit non-script, however it was worth it as it reunited housemates who left very early into the show. There were mixed reactions, anger, disappointment and reawakening. Those who were presumptuous and felt they had all it takes to go far in the house were humbled. Some who felt they got others back into the house were wounded emotionally when they realized the gestures were not worth it. Housemates present in the house were Kim, Avala, Nelson, Thelma, Tuoyo, Jeff, Isiolomo later joined via the virtual space. As usual, they were looking gorgeous and dapper in their attire. Ebuka started by asking Tuoyo how he felt when he was evicted. Remember whether he felt it was a cruel trick or not. Remember that Tuoyo left on the third eviction of the show on the 21st July 2019. Then Isiolomo, Avala, Kimopra and Ella had been evicted in the first and second eviction. That day, Tuoyo was up together with Mike, Fraud, Sheyi and Tasha. Sheyi and Tasha were fake evicted and placed in a secret room on the order of Biggie. Tuoyo was really glad because he felt his worried people had come for his rescue. Meanwhile, he didn't know he was in for a very long time. When Ebuka finally evicted him, he was really smitten by shock because he believed he had been entertaining the audience with his dancing prowess. Unfortunately, his worried people disappointed him big time. Responding to Ebuka's question, Tuoyo indeed admitted that it was really painful to have been evicted that day, as he had already told Nigerian and worried thank you. Fraud even had to tell him that he was covered by grace, only for Ebuka to come up with another eviction. At first, he thought the Fraud would go, but unfortunately, he was shown the door. Ebuka then turned to Nelson, asking how he felt when evicted because he had this impression that people must have liked him. Suffice to say that Nelson personally was the most boring housemate during the last season. He had no recognizable talents, slept often, and only occupied space with huge mass of a body. Nelson agreed that he didn't bring enough energy while in the house because he felt sick, very sick most of the time there. He just managed to push himself to get along with the activities in the house. In another separate clip, the housemates that stayed longer in the house were asked whom they felt was shocked the most after eviction. Majority of them went for Kim Oprah. In Mercy's voice, Kim was pretty shocked because she got all it takes. She's pretty, brilliant, got a large fan base, and above all was an ex-beauty queen. Ebuka had to ask Kim Oprah how she felt when she left the house on the second eviction night. Kim said she was mad and furious but had to accept the reality on ground. She thought she would have stayed longer, but things do go south. Recall that the day Kimopra and Ella Nnabuchi went home, both of them were up together with Mercy, Tasha, Sadi. According to the votes, Mercy got 29.26%, Tasha got 28.77%, Sadi got 21.77%, Kimopra got 14.82% and Ella got 5.38%. Sadi was favored because he was the only man blessed among women. People had to come through for him. This greatly affected Kim's chances of staying back in the house. Trying to pinpoint what exactly led to her early eviction in the show, Ebuka asked Kim whether she felt she was overconfident since it's obvious she's the prettiest female in the house. Kim said she was who she was as she embodied confidence. Ebuka also asked whether her strained relationship with other female housemates since she was only cool with the guys had contributed to her downfall. She however said she acted based on her makeup and experience. Meanwhile, Ebuka was very observant to notice Avala nodding when he mentioned that Kim snubbed the other ladies in the house, then had to ask her of her opinion. Avala agreed that Kim actually did stay away from the girls. She was angry because she met Kim first during the audition and when they made it successfully into the house, she had hoped they would vibe, but Kim was distant. Avala even confessed having a problem with her in the house because of her arrogance. She felt Kim was too competitive and it bombarded on her. In her defense, Kim said she put up that attitude because they were in a competition and she wouldn't want to go low for anyone. There was a short break after which Isiolomo joined through the virtual screen, recalled that both Isiolomo and Avala were evicted for having the least number of coins on the first eviction night, which took place on 7 July 2019. Isiolomo also corroborated what Avala said about Kim. To her, Kim felt she was better than everyone in the house. She recollected several instances of Kim's arrogance, but one peculiar incident stood out. Kim had one day ordered her to stand up for her to sit because the chair was for the head of house. She felt it was embarrassing because of this. Their relationship outside the house is strange. After another short break, Ebuka previewed a clip where housemates mentioned who they felt was very boring in the house. Nelson was very shocked to realize that Tuoyo said he was the most boring despite the fact he had his back in the house. In fact, during the last edition of the show, the audience speculated that Nelson had a thing for Tuoyo because of the way he looked out for him. He cooked for him, left his bed for him to sleep on. He even knew him outside the house. Nelson was not happy and disagreed with Ebuka that he was not boring. Avala on her part was not happy that Jeff, when he was the head of house, didn't fulfill his promise of giving her ample coin to save her from being evicted. Jeff had given to Omoshola because his coins were stolen. Jeff, however, said he didn't regret not giving Avala the coins. Avala, in her defense, said Jeff was looking out for a guy. Omoshola and for his guy Omoshola and didn't play his game well. This backfired and he left before Omoshola did. Avala had to ask Jeff his reason for calling her when they left the house to apologize, since he was saying he didn't regret it. Jeff said he called because he didn't fulfill his promise to her. He, however, didn't regret his action since he was considering priority. Thelma, on her part, believed that the squabble she had with Tasha because of the fish led to her eviction. According to Ebuka, Thelma had stood out when she came into the house but later was booed out. She stood a very good chance to win the shoe. Thelma, however, said that Titans came for her because she quarreled with their queen, Tasha. She mentioned that Titans behave like Tasha as they always support despicable attitude. She added that she was really affected. According to Thelma, Tasha fans behave like her, and that is because even when she's wrong, her fans will always go to social media and defend her. Thelma was lucky that Tasha and others were not present in the studio this time because of the social distance rule invoked to stem the spread of the deadly coronavirus in the country. So it's obvious that Tasha was not in the studio to defend herself or her fans. But thanks to Ebuka, the show host, who managed the situation by letting her know there will be an edition of the Big Brother Naija 2020 reunion when the issue of housemates and their fans will be treated. However, what do you think Thelma was trying to say when she said Tasha fans behaved like her while she was on the show? Everyone knows how Tasha would react when she hears what Thelma said about her and her fans. Tasha's fans are called Titans and they don't joke with the Queen of Titans. Touch Tasha and face the wrath of the Titans. Just with the statement Thelma made this night, she should be ready for what is about to hit her. You will remember that Mercy also had a turbulent session with Omoshola on the 7th of the BBNaija 2020 reunion show. And after making up, Omoshola needed to stress it to Mercy's fans, the mercenaries, that the battle is over. He made it clear that the two of them are now in good terms and there was no need for them to come after him, especially on social media. The fans of these two Big Brother queens, BBNaija queens, do not leave any space, no matter how little, for anyone, not even their fellow housemates, to try anything funny with them. You can call that fanaticism, but the queens would always tell you that their fans do not attack or bully anyone. but they go all out to defend them then and when and however necessary. Let's see how this will turn out, especially how the Titans will react to Thelma's statement. Okay guys, this is the end of the Big Brother Naija reunion, the 8th highlights. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first time of viewing my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also hit on the bell icon to get new notification when a story drops.